Talk 9. Someone inquired, why is it said in scriptures that the sage is like a child? Maharaj. A child and a sage, Gyani, are similar in a way. Incidents interest a child only so long as they last. It ceases to think of them after they have passed away. So then, it is apparent that they do not leave any impression on the child and it is not affected by them mentally. So it is with a sage. Talk 10. A visitor asked how to realize oneself in accordance with Maharashi's instructions, contained in his text of Truth Revealed, verse 9, supplement. The difficulty was in controlling the mind, Maharaj. It is to be done by controlling the breath. If you practice it by yourself without other help, then the mind is controlled. Otherwise, the mind comes under control spontaneously in the presence of a superior power. Such is the greatness of association with the wise. Satsanga. Talk 11. Can destiny, karma, ever come to an end? Maharaj. The karmas carry the seeds of their own destruction in themselves. Talk 12. A man asked the Maharashi to say something to him. When asked what he wanted to know, he said that he knew nothing and wanted to hear something from the Maharashi. Maharaj, you know that you know nothing. Find out that knowledge, that is liberation, mukti. 6th January 1935. Talk 13. Mrs. M.A. Pigot, an English lady who has read Search in Secret in India, came to see the Maharashi. The services of a disciple as interpreter were provided. There were many visitors at that time in the hall, including some ladies with their infants. The place resounded with noise. At length, silence prevailed. Suddenly, Maharashi, who seemed to be looking at infinite space, was heard to say softly, "Monkey." A little baby was then discovered in the doorway, unobserved by the mother who was seated on the other side of the door, with a large monkey standing on his hind legs, who with both hands was fondling the child, not hurting it in the slightest, both being at peace with each other in Maharishi's presence. When Maharishi's voice was heard, the monkey jumped away adroitly and disappeared. The incident greatly impressed the lady. 7th January 1935. Is a master necessary for realization? Mrs. Pigot asked first. Maharaj. The realization is the result of the master's grace more than teachings, lectures, meditation, etc. They are only secondary aids, whereas the former is the primary and the essential cause. Devotee. What are the obstacles which hinder realization of the self? Maharaj. They are habits of mind, vasanas. Devotee. How to overcome the mental habits, vasanas? Maharaj. By realizing the self. Devotee. That is a vicious circle. Maharaj. It is the ego which raises such difficulties, creating obstacles and then suffer from the perplexity of apparent paradoxes. Find out who makes the inquiries, and the self will be found. Dictator. What are the aids for realization? Maharaj, the teachings of the scriptures and of realized souls. Devotee, can such teachings be discussions, lectures, and meditations? Maharaj, yes, all these are only secondary aids, whereas the essential is the master's grace. Devotee, how long will it take for one to get that? Maharaj, why do you desire to know? Devotee, to give me hope. Maharaj, even such a desire is an obstacle. The self is ever there. There is nothing without it. Be the self, and the desires and doubts will disappear. Such self is the witness in sleep, dream, and waking states of existence. These states belong to the ego. The self transcends even the ego. Did you not exist in sleep? Did you know then that you were asleep or unaware of the world? It is only in the waking state that you describe the experience of sleep as being unawareness. Therefore, the consciousness when asleep is the same as that when awake. If you know what this waking consciousness is, you will know the consciousness which witnesses all the three states. Such consciousness could be found by seeking the consciousness as it was in sleep.